The State ID Task Force came about because to qualify for housing funding, program participants had to have a Michigan State ID, a certified birth certificate, and a Social Security card, or the big three as I call them. After 9/11, the federal government, through the Real ID law, required much more documentation than previously. Clients were going multiple times to the Secretary of State branch office. Document requirements kept changing, and sometimes they changed with the counterstaff. Some documents were difficult for a person experiencing homelessness to secure, such as legal presence proofs like a lease or utility bill. And then, of course, there's the transportation barrier. And if you're going multiple times back and forth to the Secretary of State, that can add up as well. And of course, the $10 fee was also a barrier. And birth certificate fees, which also could run between $15 and $45, depending on whether you were going through the county or state, that was another huge barrier. Well, the ID Task Force has had a tremendous impact. MICA has been our vital partner for so many years, legitimizing our quest, facilitating both access to legislators and bringing other agencies statewide on board. So this could truly be seen as a statewide and not a single county issue. In 2013, Oakland County waived the birth certificate fee for those who were experiencing homelessness or extreme poverty. More counties followed suit with their own regulation changes to allow for alternate documentation and fee waivers. In 2018, the Michigan Department of State program, Free ID for Me, was amended to include those experiencing Category 1 homelessness, and it allowed for proof documents that were accessible to someone experiencing homelessness. In 2019, using the Secretary of State ID legislation as a template, new legislation allowed MDHHS vital records to provide fee-waived birth certificates using modified proof documents for those who are literally homeless. The task force was reconvened in the summer of 2020 to address the impact of the pandemic shutdown and reduce services on securing vital docs, which are essential for those that need to qualify for those important housing subsidies. Thankfully, the existing relationships the ID Task Force has with these agencies made pandemic logistics solving so much easier. And a special thanks to Micah for being such a huge part of increasing accessibility to identity documents for individuals experiencing homelessness.